Lessons from a battle.
It was Tuesday night at 10 o'clock. In my apartment, I was hanging out, drinking coffee, and reading the letter H section of my English dictionary. While reading, I ran across the word home. The Oxford Dictionary implied the meaning, home is a place where one lives permanently. That's when I disagreed. Home is not a place. Home is people. I wish I'd realized that earlier. Home always meant a place for me, as I've never lived outside Qatif, my hometown. Fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, let's go back to my first day in Riyadh. When I first arrived at my new apartment, I parked my car in the middle of nowhere. It was all desert. Then I unloaded my bags to my new apartment, and there, in the middle of the room, I stood and said, I am so ready for this lifestyle of independency. I deserve this. No more mama cooking. No more father buying. No more friends indeed. I have all I need. I have my monthly salary. I have my Hyundai Elantra car, which soon will be a BMW. I have my own accommodation. I don't need people. As time passed by, I settled down and did become totally independent. By the end of August 2013, something happened. After adjourning a Toastmasters meeting, I walked out of my car, hopped in, and started the ignition up, but for some reason it didn't work. So I opened the hood, checked the engine, and found the battery dead. But how? It's very new. I'm sure I hadn't changed. 3 years ago, there, at the farthest end of the road, was a checkpoint station. So I ran like a bullet to the first policeman I saw, and I told him that my car's batteries run out of juice. Because I was running out of breath. You know what he said? That is so easy, just go on that 996. So I did. Hello, 996? My car's battery's dead. I need someone to help. Can you help me? He answered the same thing. That is so easy, but you see, you have to call from a telephone. I don't understand, but this is a mobile phone. He said, yes, you have to call from a telephone. With anger rattling the floor, what difference does it make if I call from a telephone or a mobile phone? Hello? Hello? He hanged up because I screamed. I didn't know what to do. I'm not a mechanic expert. I wasn't even sure the problem was the battery. It was ironic. Reality, in just 30 short minutes, reality hit me and kicked me. I found it hard to believe my own rap about being independent. Because all I had was just useless at that time. My car, my money, my apartment, all of that was just useless. And I began to wonder, just walking back and forth on the sideway of the road, until a Toastmaster member showed up and helped my car start up. You know that sincere tone of voice when someone helps you? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Ahmed, that was just behind the building. You should have looked for me. Are you telling me that all this time I've been walking in the opposite direction of you? He said, well, you did come from the station, so yeah. He laughed at me a bit, but that's okay. Because a week later, I attended the same meeting. And when I first arrived, I put my case on the table, pulled over a chair, and sat there. He and another friend came to me and told me this. Ahmed, We know you live alone. We've been there. We also know that you're away from your mother and father. We've also been there too. But if you need any help, just give us a ring, okay? We mean it. How would you feel as a total stranger if two people walked onto you and told you that? But for me, I felt safe. I felt secure. I felt home with people I belong. And I knew I didn't have to isolate myself from people just to be independent. Fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, it was Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. The meeting was adjourned. I walked out of my car, started the ignition up, and drove back to my apartment with a new lesson for life. Home is not a place. Home is people.